What's going on, everybody? My name is Andrew. Welcome to my monthly review. I'm going to take a few minutes here to go over how the month of March went for me. For those of you that don't know, I'm trading a Top Step Combine. I have a 150K challenge right now. Prior to that, I was doing the CFDs. I've only been trading since July of last year. So it's been quite the journey over the past like 9-ish months. And as you can see, I have here in front of me how my March has gone so far. Not a bad month in terms of definitely more winning days versus losing days. Biggest issue that I have right now is that I've got 2 really bad losing days in there. And as you can see, my net P&L 1.6%. I'm in a bit of drawdown at the moment. Trade win percentage is at 50-50 and my profit factor is below 1. So definitely want to see some of these stats prop back up come April. But really, all in all, this isn't that bad of a month for me. This is actually pretty good. At some point, I'll go back. We can go back and I can go over how, where I've been and how I've gotten to this point. But I'm really not that disappointed with how my month has gone overall. Started out pretty bad, down 1% off of just 5 trades. Not that great, but then you can see I have a nice stretch there where I've got 5 consecutive winning days. Those 2 red days in there, they irk the ever-living hell out of me. I woke up Thursday morning and my kids were sick. Both of them running high fevers. It turned out that they had the flu. Should have been the first sign and message to me like, hey, stay away from the desk. Don't try and trade through this. Like, it's going to be a distraction for you. Get pulled in by my wife to help, or this, that, and the other thing. So should have used that as the first indication that I needed to get off the desk. Instead, I tried to trade through it, bullheaded, thinking I've got 5 days behind me of like good trading days. Like, I don't want to stop now. Like, I'm on a heater. It's like, let's keep this going. I want to pass this combine. Oh, how sadly mistaken was I on that one. So should have stayed away from the desk. Down 3% on, just 2 trading days. I actually ended up blowing my account. I was, as you can see, I was up at that point. I was about 1/3 of the way to passing the combine, and then I blew my account because of the trailing drawdown. So then I inevitably got sick, which is why I have no trades at all the following week. I really wasn't in a bad spot mentally. Like, I didn't go off tilt. It wasn't like, you can see like 5 trades and 4 trades, probably a little bit of an overtrade, but not really that bad in comparison to some trading days I've had where I've had like 15 to 20 trades. Really, I was even keel. I wasn't upset about anything. It was it wasn't devastating. It sucked, but it wasn't like I saw my world ending. It just I got caught up in some shitty trading on days where I shouldn't have been at the desk. Was flat the following week, like I said, because I was sick, and then I came back on Monday. So I'll tell you what, I didn't realize, like, the flu not only did it take me out physically, man, it took me out mentally. I just had no desire to be at the desk, no interest in trading. Didn't want to listen to podcasts, read books. I wanted nothing to do with it. I mean, I was totally taken out by this sickness, and it took me a solid 7 extra days. Like, once I actually felt good, it took me like another 7 days to like kind of get my mojo back, so to speak. And so like this past week has just kind of been like a struggle to get back into the routine of like getting up early, getting morning routine done before I get to the desk, that type of thing. So but really, all in all, I can't be mad about how this week has gone. So just to kind of circle back a little bit too. So I blow my account here. I didn't reset the account at that point because the 20th was the reset day. Like, I was going to be billed again and they were just going to start me over. So I just waited it out. I did a couple markups. Like I said, I was sick that week. So no trading, come back first day and down 0.6% on 2 trades. For anybody who was watching ES at the tail end of the month there, it was very sideways. If we get here, you can see just choppy, like not really any good trending day. If I go to the daily, you can really just see where, this is the start of the week. We're taking out yesterday's lows, and then and this actually doesn't even tell the whole story. have to go to a 4 hour. It's just like the end of the day. Like, look, it's just choppy all day, and then the end of the day it pops, and then kind of a trending day, choppy for most of the day. Can't really get any clear direction until the end of the day, where these big moves just happen at like the tail, like this move here. It's choppy all day. You could not get above yesterday's high or to this all-time high, and then all of a sudden the end of the day it's just like bulls on parade. Everybody's here, right? So just tough days to be trading, and I got caught taking a couple of losses there. Those are the losses from that day. Oh, that's still no. So, well, these are my winning trades. So let's go over the winning trades at the very least, because I kind of ended the month on a high note. Going up almost 1% and being, not just digging my way out of drawdown from the start of the week. So here's the Russell. I don't know if any of you trade the Russell, but I just happened to be taking a peek at it and saw the setups that match my edge. And so we break above this previous high of day here, pull back on the retest, and I take it long on like a retest of like yesterday's high zone with a stop below this level. Nice little pop. Close the trade as things start to break down. Took a second trade as it on that pullback right there. It consolidates again at that previous high of day zone, and then as soon as it breaks this high of day anchor, I get back in long again. Close partial here at current high of day. Let it run. Try to trail on the remainder. Get stopped out. I should have used the same discretion that I used in the trade earlier, and honestly closed my position here as I saw structure was breaking down, but try to hold into it. And then here's the third swing that I took. Again, this is where I got stopped out on the original position, but again, we're retesting this previous high of day structure, holding that zone, finding support, and then breaking above the high of day anchor, and I jump in another long. Now, this is my third trade, so I'm not really looking to give anything that I had back. This was just kind of like I saw another opportunity, got in, and got out pretty quickly for some good profit. So not a bad finish to my month. Where I think I made a lot of improvement this month is really being, except for those 2 days where I shouldn't have been at the desk, but that's besides the point. I was trading my setups, right? I'm mentally just not prepared on this day, and I can pull those trades up real quick. They are not great setups for me. The first one is me just trying to catch this falling knife here. Like things are falling away. We fall below yesterday's high. You got this all-time high VWAP right here. I'm trying to buy it off the daily, just looking at that as potentially being support. And instead of buying the strength, I'm buying the weakness and just hoping, trying to catch the falling knife, and I get screwed. Now, then I take a second swing, and this setup matches my edge a little bit more. I should have been out here with at least 1 or 2 contracts, but didn't pull the trigger. But here we're finding more of that strength. We're making higher lows underneath, and things are starting to improve a little bit. And I take the break of the high day and the daily here, and just unfortunately just wasn't meant to be. So not one bad trade, one good trade. They both end up being losers. I only lose a little more than 0.5% on that day. Not the end of the world, and then find my way back on Thursday. So looking to build off that. Really, again, not a bad month if I take away these 2 days where, like, looking back, definitely not days that I should be trading. I can't erase them. I can't ignore them. I mean, I took a lot of bad trades within that didn't fit my edge, and I got burned on it. And the biggest lesson, for me coming out of this month is, like, I know what my edge is. I know what my best trades look like, and I'm only going to take those. I'm not going to try and force trades. I can't be doing that anymore. So not a bad month. Looking to improve on my trade win percentage and my day win percentage. Going to try and bump. I'd like to see this closer to into the 70s. This get into the 60s, and then a profit factor of like 1 would be a little more ideal in terms of numbers. And I think that if any one of these numbers starts to improve, the others will probably follow along with it. So thanks for listening in on my March review. Stay tuned for the next one. Here, guys.